Hey, good morning. My name is John. I was in the neighborhood yesterday doing some work for one of your neighbors down the street. I do roof and gutter cleaning. Just thought I'd drop by and see if you needed my service.
What is going on, everybody? John here, and in this video I want to share with you 5 tips for door-to-door sales that just today made me $250 in less than 2 hours. Let's get started. The first tip that I've got for you is the sale begins the moment you walk up to the house. Like, not even when you knock on the door, when you ring the doorbell, but when you actually start walking up to the house. And the reason for that is because sometimes if a person is sitting on their front porch, or if they are up in the mother-in-law suite above the garage or whatever, and they have a view to whoever's walking up to their house, like if they see someone coming up, they're gonna look. And the way that you walk, the way that you move, the way that you carry yourself is going to have a significant impact on that first impression. And you don't get another chance at a first impression. So walk intentionally. Like if you have a specific gait for whatever reason, be aware of it. If you're walking like a frickin' gangster or walking like a UFC fighter heading into the cage, like people are going to be a little bit apprehensive when they see you coming up to their door, regardless of what you're wearing. So be aware of how you present to people who don't know you.
Hey man, you got a second? Yeah. First off, that is a seriously nice bike, man. I've always wanted to have a Triumph.
Thanks.
So I left, you love it?
Yeah.
Man, it's just a gorgeous bike. The only one that I think I might like better would be an Indian Scout.
Yeah, that's kind of in the same, kind of class as this Scrambler here,
Yep.
So.
I got to sit on an Indian Scout in San Diego, California. It was only like 10,000 bucks, but I was like 21. That was 10,000 bucks I didn't have.
Yeah, no kidding. What's up?
So I left a card on your doorstep over there. I was in the neighborhood yesterday doing some work for Clint. I do roof and gutter cleaning. Noticed some big, beautiful trees in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd drop by, see if you needed my help.
Yeah, let's do some gutters.
Yeah?
They need it.
They need it. Yeah. So I've got 2 spots later today. I've got one at 4 p.m. and one at 6 p.m. Which of those works best for you?
4 or 6. How about 4?
Let's do 4 o'clock.
Okay.
So I'll just give you a quick 5-minute quote when I get here. Okay. Either way, however bad it is, it shouldn't take me more than those 2 hours.
Actually, do you have anything during the week, this coming week?
I only do this on weekends, unfortunately.
Do it on the weekends. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's shoot for 4.
Beauty. All right, I will be back at 4 o'clock.
Okay,
and
good.
What was your name?
I'm Mark.
Mark. John.
What was it?
John.
John, nice to meet you, John.
Pleasure to meet you, Mark. I'll see you in a little bit.
Then the sale continues, that first impression continues when you actually knock on the door or ring the doorbell. So if you knock like 3 sharp knocks, if it's super loud, like that sets a very specific impression that you might not be setting intentionally. So what I always go for is, just something with a little bit of a musical twang to it, just something with rhythm, something lighthearted. It really does make a difference. It sets things off correctly. And the same goes for ringing a doorbell. Don't go ding dong. If it's a ring doorbell or whatever, just press it and hope for the best. Like you can't really control that. But if it's a traditional doorbell that dings when you push in and then dongs when you release it, hold that for a second. Go ding dong. Just put a little bit of a pause in there. It's slower, more lighthearted, and it really does make a difference. I think you'll be really surprised. Second tip that I've got for you is the sale continues after you ring the doorbell, but before they open the door to see who it is. Because many, many times, especially if it's a single woman who lives alone, like these people are going to scope you out before they answer, especially now with Ring doorbells and stuff like that. Like if there is a way for a person to look at you before they actually open the door, they are going to. And what are they going to see when they open that, or when they take that first look? What are you doing before you realize that you are interacting with somebody? Are you standing there with your arms folded? Are you scowling because it's hot outside? What are you doing? Now, what I would recommend doing is having a soft smile on your face, like something that indicates that you're having a good day, even though you're not being watched. That subconsciously sends a very positive message to your people. Second thing is where you position yourself in front of the door also makes a pretty significant difference. For example, if you choke up on the door, like before the person answers it, and the person looks through the peephole and sees a big fisheye version of your stupid face, that's going to have a very different impact versus if you do what I do and you back off a little bit. If it's a small porch, stand down with stairs, stand down on the ground with 1 foot up on the stair, on the bottommost stair. If it's a pretty large porch, just stand all the way back at the end of it with 1 foot down on the next stair. Whatever you do, give them a little bit of space. voice. Don't make them feel threatened or uncomfortable. Make it clear that if they open the door, you're not going to charge them. Next thing is have your hands clearly visible. Don't hold them behind your back. Don't put them in your pockets. Don't fold them. Just what I do is I take my thumbs and I hook them in my front pockets so all 4 fingers are visible. If you really want to, if you're kind of a cowboy type, you can take 4 fingers and shove them in your pockets as long as your thumbs are visible. Reason for that is because subconsciously, if a person can't see your hands, or rather can't see for a fact that you are not holding something with your hands, they're going to be a little bit apprehensive. Not consciously, but subconsciously. They're going to think, is this person holding some sort of weapon? Am I in any danger? Again, they won't think it consciously, but if they can see your hands before they open the door, they're going to feel a lot more at ease, and it's going to be much easier for you to start a conversation with them. Now, beyond that, things are going to be so variable depending on what you're selling, who you're selling it to. Roof and gutter sales pretty much sells itself because there is real value for that. Even if it's something that they do themselves, they're going to be appreciative of you rolling up and offering it to do it for them. If you're watching this video and you sell another product, like I really can't give you a whole lot of information on that one. But if you can at least get them to hear you out and approach this mysterious stranger at their front door with an open mind, that's half the battle right there. If you can make that happen, you've got a solid chance. Now, do keep in mind that even though I made $250 in less than 2 hours on this one, I did spend a good amount of time after this guy knocking doors. I probably talked to another 20 people or so, and I got told no by every single one. So this is looking for a needle in a haystack, but if you're willing to just put in the work to find that needle, that's a pretty valuable needle. And if you're looking for one tip that'll make door-to-door sales fun, it better than bearable. If you want it to actually be fun, just like people, man. Just enjoy talking to people, enjoy meeting them. One guy told me no, and then we went outside to his garage and BS'd about his really cool 1964 Ford Fairlane for a good 15 minutes. We just vibed with each other, and it was fun. I didn't feel like I was wasting my time. I wasn't annoyed that I wasn't getting paid. I was just happy to be talking to someone on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. If you like people, you're going to find this work 1,000 times more rewarding. And there you go, 5-ish tips for door-to-door gutter sales. Basically, people, I worked for 2 days this week doing this. Had just under $600 in 2 days, and now from doing this so far this month, I'm not going to have to pay my rent out of my normal income next month, and I just get to keep all that money and do with it whatever I want. I can blow it on expensive camera gear for fun. I can take a little vacation to the Pacific Northwest. I can save it in an S&P 500 index fund, whatever I want. But the difference is I have that money now that I didn't have earlier, and I had a really good time making it. That's what this side hustle can do for you. So if you want it, man, go out there and get it. It's waiting for you. All you got to do is knock on some doors, hit some doorbells, risk a few uncomfortable conversations, and it's yours. So get out there and do it, because no one else is going to do it for you. See ya.